is Corey, and I'm a student at Dillard University in New Orleans, and I am a concerned Black student. And oh, and by the way, before I start, I'm using my Apple earphones because my laptop mic for some reason isn't picking me up very well, and I want you guys to be able to hear me. So that's why I'm using my Apple earphones. But anyways, the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm tired. I'm tired of the hateful comments. I'm tired of everything that is going on, the looks, the things that are going on because I'm black and because other people are black. And I feel like we shouldn't have to go through that anymore. I know we can't completely get rid of it, but it's getting out of control, and I feel like that we need a plan and we need to stand up and educate people on what's going on and what we can do to fix it. Because it's just really annoying at this point. It breaks my soul and it's very irritating, and I can't stand it because I don't like racism. I don't like any of that at all. Like, I don't like discrimination or nothing. And it's just really getting out of control cuz it's affecting me and it's affecting others, and I really don't like it. And I made a list on my phone so I can go ahead and get straight to the point and keep all the key points and everything. Like, I just want to make sure I don't miss out on anything or whatever. But I think the biggest thing the reason why it's modern day racism, I think the biggest contributor is the media, because the media is brainwashing black people in particular, and especially black men, um into things to try to change the world, to get rid of us, to dilute our race. And one of the big things is the black men in particular, and what they're doing, they're brainwashing them to think that black women are horrible, black women are ugly, don't mess with them at all, mess with other races, date outside your race, and eventually isn't going to be no black people. I saw this picture in National Geographic. Not actually, it was a long time ago. It was about, maybe I'll say a year ago. Time is going by really fast for some reason. But it said this is how people would look in 2025, and the only black people that were on there were about two or three, and they were mulatto. They didn't look nothing like me. They didn't look nothing like chocolate or anything. They were mulatto, and they're trying to get rid of us, and it's all in this plan that they have. Every race has a plan but us, and we need to find out a plan, or there isn't going to be an us. And it just saddens me because they're making our men date outside their race, and it's like we don't have enough men for us, because it's either you kill them, it's either you put them in jail, it's either you brainwash them to be gay, or you tell them, make you're brainwashing them to date outside their race, date an Asian girl, date a Hispanic chick, um date a white chick, and it's never us. Like, every single time you see something good in a rap song about a girl, it's always Annie or something like that. It's never us. And then every time it's Kiki or something referring to black women, it's bad. And you're brainwashing them to not like us, and now we don't have anything to keep our race strong because they're not dating us, they're dating other races. And at the end of the day, honestly, they really don't like y'all, but I'm not going to even get on that. Anyways, I remember me and my mom were talking not too long ago over spring break, and she was basically saying it was this one commercial. It's a McDonald's commercial, and it was like a black guy and an Asian chick, I think. And basically a song was playing, or the girl was singing it or something, saying, oh, we're a perfect match forever, or something like that. And that's feeding into you guys head and getting drilled into you guys head, so therefore you guys thinking it's okay, and you guys are like, okay, well, maybe I do want an Asian girl, I want a Mexican girl, I want a white girl, something other than black. And there's nothing wrong with sampling them and dating them and all that, but it's like you guys are marrying them, and it's like we have nobody else to marry, because like I said, it's either you guys are dating outside the race, you guys are gay, you guys are put in jail, or you guys are dead. And there's nobody left for us, and that just it's It's really sad. And let me see what's next. Oh, and then also this whole thing about they're trying to pass a law trying to take away guns. Completely bad idea. I'm totally against it because right now it's a race war. And eventually, excuse my French, but shit is going to hit the fan eventually. And you're going to need your gun, okay? Because they're trying to pass a law where where you have to turn in your gun, and if you don't turn it in, they will come to your house and take it. And it's like the way things are going, it's like you're going to need your gun eventually because everything is going to just hit the fan one day, and they're going to try to kill us off big time. You need your gun. Don't let them take away your gun or anything like that. I honestly think it's a stupid law. They're doing it on purpose so they can kill us off. They're trying to kill a lot of people off right now, but we're the main people they're trying to kill off. They're trying to get rid of as many of us as possible. And then also, it's this new game that they have out. It's not that new, but it's kind of new. And me and my mom also was talking about it. She actually told me about it. It's called Charter Schools. It's a new game. Everybody thinks charter schools, oh, the kids are better and it's smaller, it's a nice environment and things like that. Which in some cases it might be, it's smaller, it might be a nice environment, but honestly, my encounters with charter schools were horrible. The kids were actually worse than public schools. I went from a charter school that only had less than 1,000 students to a school that had over 3,000 something students, and the school with 3,000 something students was way better and act right more than the charter school that I went to. Basically, what are they doing? They're doing is they're putting charter schools all over. They're mostly doing it in the black areas. So what they do is the public schools, obviously the kids are bad. So what they're doing is they're taking kids from the public school to decrease the bad behavior, and they're putting them in charter schools. But what they're doing is if the charter school is not performing well or if the behavior is very bad, they're going to shut it down. But in the process of this, multiple students are going from the public school to all the charter schools, so therefore that's causing the public school to close down. So the public school is out. But then, since the kids are bad and not performing well in their academics and they have bad behavior, they're starting to close the charter schools down. So when they close the charter schools down, therefore there is no more schools. So there are no schools for us black people to go to or low income people to go to, because if you're rich and you have money and everything, it doesn't matter to you. You can easily send your kids to a private school, whatever. Everything is cool. But what about us that don't? Okay, my mother has 4 kids. She can't afford sit up here and afford to try to send all of us to private school if the schools are closed down. Luckily, I'm in college right now. My brother's in high school. Everything is fine. But it's like, they're trying to do this in the black area. That in New Orleans, they closed 50 public schools down. And it's some other states that my mom mentioned to me that they closed schools down, about 40 of them, 30 and 20 and stuff. But New Orleans, they closed 50 public schools down just in New Orleans because of the charter schools, and the charter schools aren't performing that well at all. And once they close that down, what's left for the poor people? Where are they going to send their kids? They can't send their kids nowhere because they can't afford private school, and private school only takes so much. I never been to a private school where there are like 3, 4, 5,000 kids like that, like public school can. All the private schools I've been to were small. They were like charter schools, if not smaller. So I just don't know what we're going to do, but we need to figure something out to prevent that. And then also recently, there has been an incident at Palisades. That's located. Well, I'm from Los Angeles, so I know Palisades, and my best friend. Shout outs to Tiana. She's like my sister. We've been friends for like ever, like ever since we were like in elementary school. But anyway, she goes to that school, and basically what happened there is somebody graffitied the school. They had fuck niggers. They had something despising. They were talking about Jews and fags. They were just saying a whole bunch of hateful comments. But what sparked in my mom's mind and mine too when she told me is that, for example, it's this newspaper called The Patch. Some of you guys may have heard of it, some of you guys may have not. It's like a local new neighborhood thing, newspaper. In The Patch, they had the incident in there, but when it came to the fuck niggers part, I guess it was blurred out. So they just blurred that picture out, but had all the other pictures in there, not blurred out. And then when it came to the CBS, they had it on the news or whatever, and the picture was disoriented. Like the fuck niggers picture was disoriented. The other pictures was fine, but the fuck niggers was disoriented. So when me and my mom were talking, we were sitting here like, so is it politically correct that you guys didn't do that? That you guys don't want an uproar from us, because we're going to find out regardless. I found out and I'm in New Orleans, okay? We're going to find out regardless, but you guys are trying to keep it on the low low, so everybody just won't see it on TV like that, so we won't have an uproar, because they know we're going to say something about it, because I'm saying something about it and I'm honestly personally offended, and I never even went to the school. Okay, and I just think it's totally disrespectful that you guys are going to say everything else, show the KKK part, show the Jews and facts part, but when it comes to the fuck niggers part, you guys don't want to show any of that at all. You guys don't want to talk about it at all. And that's what really confused me. And I'm just sitting here like, this is just totally out of order. People are getting out of control, and we need a plan. We need to do something about it, because this is obviously not stopping. Because I was in Donaldsonville last night, in Donaldsonville, Louisiana, St. Francis, Louisiana. I was there not last night, but in the daytime. We were visiting courthouses and the old jails and stuff like that. And basically, we couldn't even eat dinner there. We had to like leave, because the original plan was to eat dinner there, but our teacher, she was hearing things from the other people, and she knew it wasn't safe. It's not safe to be out if you're black at night. It is not safe. They still do things down there like they did 50 years ago, but they keep it on the low. They keep it quiet so we won't have people like me on YouTube complaining about it and telling other people about it, or so it won't be on the news, because back then it was fine, but now it's illegal. So if you get that on the news, that can cause a whole lot of issues for that town. But what they're doing is they're keeping it on the lowest profile it can be, and they just want to do that so they won't cause an uproar, and it's annoying, it's horrible. Like I just can't believe this, honestly. Like I just can't. And last but not least, the police brutality. I know everybody knows about it and everything, and I'm pretty sure everybody should now at least be very aware of it. I know my history teacher, he had taught me about was telling us about it too and kept us updated. I kept my own self updated. I always do research. I have my mother, she keeps me updated. I always stay updated to it as well. But for others that didn't, I know I had a great history teacher. He kept us updated, and I'm pretty sure other people are keeping them updated as well. But it's just seeing it like really pisses me off. Honestly, seeing anything that has to do with slavery or police brutality honestly pisses me the hell off. I hate it, because I just can't believe that they do this. And I understand, everybody's like, oh well, they kill white people for no reason, they kill this people for no reason. I understand that, but guess what? They kill Bob. Bob gets paid, family gets paid $3 million. Okay, they kill Tyrone. Tyrone don't even get a trial. Okay, so that's the difference between that. They'll kill us. We can't even get a trial. They don't want to take it to court. They don't want to do nothing with it. They want to say, oh, it was a suicide, or they caused it upon themselves, or they did this, they were aggressive, they did that, when they're clearly on video not doing anything at all. Okay, they're not being aggressive, they're not refusing. I don't understand, because every single time they kill a white person, at least they take that mess to trial, at least they put the police on probation, at least the family gets paid. We don't get paid a dime at all, and I highly doubt we ever will. And I just think, like, I know I keep saying this over and over again, but we all need a plan, because every race have a plan, okay? The Hispanics have a plan to take over. The white people have a plan to exterminate us. So we need a plan so they won't exterminate us, cause they will, cause they already predicted it. I wish I could. I think what I'll do, I'll find a way to post a picture or whatever. I guess I'll post it like on my Facebook or whatever, and I'll give you the link to it. I'll put the link in the description box below. But I need you guys to see this picture because it's absolutely outrageous. It was like out of a picture of like 20 people or more, it was only like two or three black people, and they were mulatto and they almost look white. Okay, they're diluting our race on purpose. They don't like us. They want to exterminate us. They want us out of here when we are the mother bears of the earth. If it wasn't for us, there would not be no them. Okay, I wish I can just go back in time and tell them stay in Africa, stay there, do not leave. Because if they did not leave, we wouldn't be going through none of this right now, because it just wouldn't be all of this. I just wish I could just tell them stay and don't leave. Stay in paradise and do not leave, because all this is irking my last nerve. People is getting on my goddamn nerves and I can't take it, because even when I went through it, I went on an alternate spring break trip, and basically we were in a room full of people. At first we were supposed to have beds. They had enough beds for us, but they spread out because we came later in the week. And when we get in there, they talk about, oh well, there's not enough beds, and there's only one. The only one that they tried to give us was the one where the big old vent thing was over, and if any of us leaned up or tried to get on it, we would have hit our head. And then next thing you know, I'm hearing, oh well, they're being racist and they don't want to sleep with black people. So all of this, how are you going to come to New Orleans but you don't want to sleep with black people? You know you have to share this room with 7 Dillard students and you don't want to sleep with black people. All of this is absolutely ludicrous to me. It's irking my last nerve, and I just can't take it no more, and I'm going to take action. I refuse for anybody to disrespect me without saying anything about it. Don't I just I can't. This is not back in the day. See, back in the day, y'all, they got us far. They really did. I appreciate y'all. Y'all didn't do anything violent. Y'all just sat there. Y'all, they would hit you. You wouldn't do anything, and that's cool and all. And I appreciate y'all for that, cause y'all did get us a long way, a long, long way. And I'm just so grateful for y'all that y'all did. But now it's starting back up. But see, this time we're not for that. See, y'all was like a Martin Luther King back then. See, we're like a Malcolm X. We're not going for that. Okay, I refuse for anybody to try to lynch me or put me in jail and stuff, because we, like I said, I'm in Louisiana, and we just at night certain places you just can't be. Okay, luckily I'm in New Orleans or whatever, but certain places like Donaldsonville and stuff and St. Francis and all that, we couldn't be out there. We couldn't even eat dinner out there, and that's horrible. This is 2016 and we're still going through this. This is horrible. But like I said, I didn't want to drag this video out. It's 18 minutes, but I really didn't want to drag it out, but I just had to put it out there, and I just couldn't hold it in no more, because everything is honestly just making me highly upset, because I'm a very concerned black person. Okay, and I'm highly upset. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, share it, whatever, and yeah, thank you.